Well, Coach, to be predicted this time of year, it is a cold and windy night in downtown Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Down, 60, orange. Check, 53, Mike. Come on, come on. Nice 7, let's go. 53 to Mike. 53. Recon, 132 fight. I'm coming. Check.
Second and 14. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 60 outlaw. Topper. Hey, Alpha. 5.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Operating from the gun. Barry. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready? 18 Gator. Protein spill. Watch the safety creep.
Off play action. Barry. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
On the double. Mark 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barry, and this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Double dog. That's the way.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Jim, Greystone travel.
2nd and 13. He completes it to Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Okay, ready? 53 at the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Go, go. Watch the slam. Motion, motion. Deuce, 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 deuce. Whip, 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 whip. Go, whip, whip. Let's go, let's go. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man. It's Arcega Whiteside. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Ready up. 53, Mike. Here we go, D.
Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. This is Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Double time. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Ready?
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On the ready. 53 is the mic. Silent. 64. Weak. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Barry. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Get the ball. Mike, 53. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Here we go. Shit. Let's go.
Here's second and 8. He completes this to Sutton. 11 yards there. First down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Brings up third and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
First and 10 at their own. Yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go. 50, plant. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go.
Off play action. Barry. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Eagles.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. I got one. Hey, check 24. 6-6, pull it high.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 70, Indy. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Looking to throw. Barry. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
That's what I do. Delta. Let's go.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Following the fumble recovery, Barry. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Second down and inches. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 14, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
At the 25-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Bravo! You remember me? You remember me?
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
On the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28.
Let's go! Let's go!
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. Charlie, go.
Now back to throw. Complete to Jones. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
H3, 218, chopper.
2nd and long. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Hey, wahoo! Hey, snap!
Off the play fake. Barry. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On the set. 53. Check 53. Check right. Check. Topper. Ready.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. For a Ravens touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read. 50. Watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd down. Barry. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Set. 10 logo. Focus, defense, focus. Go. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barry. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Fielded at the 43. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch the shift. Check 31, check 31. Check safety, check safety. Slam, slam, slam. Ready, go.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Check 13, check 13.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches I've ever been in this game. And all of them started with Boston.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 96. Go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't going nowhere. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Crunch, crunch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Blue dot working. Blue dot working.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Orange. You don't know no better. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
No game on this defense, no game. Check 61. Matchbox, right.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
And what's that? And what's the ball? Check 52. Greystone travel. Greystone travel. 53 at the mic. 53. Ready.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Switch. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Stop your whining.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Got it? 53, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hut.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Ready. 70 in. Check 53 is mine. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Ready, go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball